Today, let's talk about a super simple but really powerful tool that could totally change how you get things done. We're going to break down something called the 5-second rule. It's basically a mental trick to get you from thinking to actually doing.
You know that feeling, right? You have this brilliant idea in a meeting, or you get that sudden urge to go talk to someone, or you just know you should get out of bed. And then, poof, in just a couple of seconds, that other voice kicks in. The voice of doubt, of fear, or, let's be honest, just pure laziness.
And look, this isn't just some random thing that happens. It's a pattern, a full-on habit. We can call it the hesitation habit, and pretty much all of us fall into it. We have an impulse to do something good, and then we just pause. And in that tiny little pause, we lose all our momentum. What's so wild about this is that your brain is actually just trying to do its job. Its number one goal is to keep you safe and comfortable, right? It wants to avoid risk, avoid effort, avoid anything new. So the moment you think about doing something that's even a little bit difficult, your brain just slams on the emergency brake to protect you.
Okay, but what if there was a way to just manually override that internal alarm system? A technique so simple it's almost silly that lets you short-circuit all that doubt and just launch yourself into action before your brain can even catch up.
Well, 5 is the magic number. 5 seconds. That's the tiny window of opportunity you have between feeling that instinct and your brain shutting it down for good.
So here's the official definition. The rule is a metacognition tool, which is really just a fancy way of saying thinking about how you think. It's a deliberate little brain hack you use on yourself to outsmart your own hesitation and just get moving.
And this is how easy it is. The second you feel that instinct, that I should do this feeling, you just start counting down out loud or in your head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here's the most important part. The second you hit 1, you have to physically move. You don't think about moving, you just do it.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. That sounds way too simple to actually work. But there's some really cool science behind why this little countdown is so effective. Let's dig into the why. So think of it like this. You've got two different systems running. There's your autopilot brain, which is all about comfort, feelings, and avoiding risk. Then you have your intentional brain. That's your prefrontal cortex, which is all about your goals and conscious choices. The 5-second rule is like the manual override switch that shifts you out of autopilot and into intentional, deliberate action. This quote really nails it. The countdown does two key things. First, it distracts you. You're so focused on counting backwards that you don't have the mental space for excuses. And second, it acts as a starting ritual. It's like firing a starting pistol in your brain that says go, waking up that part of your brain that gets things done. And that's the whole game right there. By counting down and then moving, you are physically breaking that old, tired habit of hesitating. You're not waiting around to feel motivated. You're taking control and creating your own motivation. Okay, that's the theory. But where can you actually use this thing? The beautiful part is it works on everything. I mean, everything, from the tiniest daily habits to the huge life-changing decisions. Okay, prime example. The alarm clock goes off. You feel that powerful magnetic pull to hit the snooze button. Instead, you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you physically swing your feet and plant them on the floor. Boom. You've won the first battle of the day. Or how about this? You're sitting in a meeting, you have a really good idea, but you start getting nervous. The fear of saying something stupid starts to creep in. Before it can take over, you go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and your hand just goes up. You pushed right past the fear. You know you need to exercise, but man, that couch looks so comfortable. The resistance feels massive. So you don't think about the whole workout. You just think about one tiny thing. You go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you just put your shoes on. That's it. That one little physical action is enough to get the momentum started. Honestly, the list just goes on and on. You can use it to finally have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding, to stop putting off that big project, to reach out to a new person, or even to make a healthier choice at dinner. Anytime you feel that hesitation, that's your cue. So when you zoom out and look at the big picture, what does this all mean? It means recognizing that huge changes in your life often start with these tiny, consistent 5-second actions. And this, for me, is the most powerful idea of all. We tend to think that courage is something you're born with. You either have it or you don't, but that's not true. Courage is a skill. It's a decision that you make over and over again in these little 5-second windows. Think about it. One 5-second decision gets you out of bed on time. A habit of those decisions makes you someone who owns their mornings. One 5-second decision makes you speak up in one meeting. A habit of them can completely change your career. It's all about the snowball effect of these tiny acts of everyday courage. So here's the deal. Your next moment of hesitation, it's probably just around the corner. It's another opportunity, another choice point. Will you act or will you retreat? Now you have the tool to choose action. The only question left is, what are you going to do with your next 5 seconds?